Okay, friends, welcome. I'd like to talk to you. We're doing flexibility and mobility today. And what is the difference between flexibility and mobility? Flexibility is about the ability to stretch a muscle and hold in that position. Mobility is to work through the joint and muscle collectively for meaningful movement. So getting into the shoulder action, whatever the joint may be that you're needing to get the range for. Why do we need it? Well, we need it every single day. Mobility we tend to do first thing in the morning, before training, before you're about to start your workout. Mobility always suits. Then we have our strengthening throughout the day. Remember that a weak muscle is quite a liability. And then we're finishing off our evening times or at the end of a session or the end of a training session, going into flexibility, which is when you are going to hold those static ones. How do you gain that into your day? Well, morning routines, when you're having your coffee, get into a reach over, so we're working through the side of the pelvis, getting into the shoulder joint, working it through the morning if you're unable to add it into your workouts. And you know what? Sometimes those workouts don't always happen. So start working on every single day, looking at mobility for the start of the day, strengthening through the day, and then flexibility of the night time. So without further ado, let me show you some of my favorite morning mobility exercises. Making our way down onto the floor. Now I've added in a lot of fun because we want to get moving when it comes to mobility. It's not long static holds. So we're going to go into a roll back, rolling back, not rolling onto your neck or shoulders, and extending those legs out. Let me shuffle further through. We're going to go into a couple of those. Tuck the knees in, extend those legs out. Over goes the chest. So we want to inhale up and exhale over when it comes going into our chest. Let's go for one more there. Little tuck and holding it there. Remember, we're not holding it here in the morning for the mobility. Making our way down onto our back into our next one. We're going into some glute work. So we're looking for a glute. So you're going to drive your hips up towards the ceiling. And I've added in, go for a large, big 45-degree reach out. And when you do that big reach over there, connects all the way through to that side waist. And you know where we're all super tight is the hips. So focus. And hip flexors, go into it. Fabulous. Okay, let's add in another roll. So this time we're going to go for a bit more fun. We're going for a wide straddle, or it doesn't have to be too wide. You go as wide as you need to do. So rolling back, extend the legs out, and drop the chest in the front. Beautiful. Tuck those knees in. Off we go. Beautiful. We're going to go for two more. Stay with me. Try not to roll back onto that head. If you need to, put your hands there to give yourself a bit more control. Wonderful. All right, and your heart rate does go up when you're doing mobility. It's not always slow and controlled. Making our way down onto the back. I'm going to go into what we call the prone leg raise. So we've got that leg extended up. Do your best at flexing the foot, which is more hamstring connection. From here, hands are at 45 degrees. Inhale over, exhale up. Beautiful. So we want to keep the joint and muscle moving in that meaningful movement, each one. Fabulous. Let's go for one last one. Inhale over, exhale, bring it back in. Let's change legs. Taking that opposite leg up. Flex the foot if you can. You'll feel your hamstrings there. Pay attention to the body. It's trying to talk to you. It's trying to tell you where exactly it's feeling that extra bit of tightness, or where you might need to do a couple of extra reps as well. Taking it over for the last one. Fantastic. And from here, rolling up into a seated position, coming over. Now this one I call a single leg child's pose. You're going to take one leg out here. So we're going to have adductor stretch happening through here. You're on your knee on here. If you need to, pop a cushion up underneath the knee. Take the hands, bring them in a little bit closer together. Drop back from here. And then up and over, you'll need to lift out that foot to extend through, and do your best at lowering that hip into the ground. Tuck that foot back in as you drive your bottom back in towards your heel. Coming up over, do your best, drive that chest up towards the roof. Lovely. Third final on this one. Shoulders down, chest up, take a nice deep breath, inhale, exhale, here, terrific, let's change legs. Coming onto the opposite knee, leg out to the side, hands are in nice and close, dropping that bottom down, coming up over, lower that hip. You may recognise that you're a little bit tighter through one side, it often happens. So you may want to spend a couple of extra reps here. Last one here, dropping that foot in, and open it up. Fabulous. And that takes you through my favourite 4 to 5 mobility exercises for first thing in the morning before you start your day. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure that you jump onto mytxo.com for further videos.